in it though. In it though, in it though. Beats is too rough, in it though. You hear the beat, see the video. Yeah, looking like I spent $1 million. In it though, in it though. Beats is too rough, in it though. You hear the beat, see the video. Yo, looking like I spent $1 million. In it though, in it though. In it though, beats is too rough, in it though. You hear the beat, see the video. Yo, looking like I spent $1 million.
Hi everyone, welcome to 3 Live. My name's Jordan. I'm also joined by the lovely Ali from a 3 Live team. We've just been watching along with the Samsung S20 FE unveiling with you guys, and it has been phenomenal. There's a bunch of really great stuff that I can't wait to chat about, but just straight off the bat, Ali, we've watched it. What's your favourite thing about this new device?
Oh, I like it all. I think for me, it's probably camera, because that tends to be the thing I use the most on the phone. So I was really impressed with the spec for camera, but I also really like the colour spectrum as well. So what have we got? We've got navy, red, lavender, orange, mint, white. I think that's it. So we've got loads. But yeah, what's your favourite? Mine's is the lavender.
The lavender, right? For me, it's all about the mint though. The mint is just lovely. Like I'll be a bit unsure until we see them in person, and we'll have them really soon on 3 Live, so you guys can pop on and check it out. But I love the mint. The mint just looks amazing. Like I can't wait to actually hold the mint, to just be like, especially with that. I think they called it like a haze finish. It just looked really, really nice. So I'm all about that haze. But tell me about the camera. You mentioned that. So what's the camera stuff here?
So I love a selfie, right? So I'm very excited that they have updated the camera. So it's 32 megapixels on the front this time. So what's really exciting as well, so you've seen quite a lot of content creation on front camera. So like TikTok, creating reels on Instagram, all of that kind of thing, taking outfit pictures. So that's really important to be able to see what you're doing, see where you're framing it. So to have that on front camera instead of having to like take it and place it and then kind of rearrange, it's really cool because you can just see it as it happens. So it makes it a lot easier to create content. So I'm excited for that. And then also it's got a triple camera on the back. So the main lens is 12 megapixels, which is amazing. It's also got night mode, which is on the other models of the S20 range. So the S20, S20 Plus, S20 Ultra. And it looks so good in low light. I was really, really impressed that they've added this in, because in most cases when you're taking a picture, it's not going to be in ideal lighting. So having night mode on there is brilliant. And then you've got ultra wide, which is 12 megapixels again. Perfect for taking socially distant pictures in your group of 6 outside. And as well as that, you've got your telephoto lens, which is 8 megapixels. So telephoto is brilliant for those kind of more zoomed in images. And you've got 3 times optical zoom, which means that you're still going to keep that clarity and the crisp, clear images, even if you're zoomed right in. And then you've also got space zoom, which I love the name of as well. And that is 30 times. Like, I can't even imagine what 30 times zoom looks like. I'm super excited to try it out and see what kind of images I can get. What about you?
Well, I mean, I love the camera, like you're saying, space zoom, amazing. Like all these features that we kind of saw on the S20 shows you that even though it's a fan edition, more accessible, you're still getting top quality camera. Like camera for me is probably like a close second. But the big thing for me is all about the display. Like I love the high refresh rate. We've seen that quite a lot this year with a bunch of different devices. I think Samsung kind of kicked it off with their S20s, and this is an S20, so we've got the 120 Hz refresh display. It looks amazing. It works so well, and we've got that here. So for me, the big thing with that refresh rate is not just everyday use; it's mostly for gaming. And I love the fact that Samsung are giving you the option of using arguably one of the best gaming phones out of the bat with the pre-order bundles you're getting. So if you guys don't know, you're actually getting 2 different pre-order bundles, so you can select which one you want. You've got the Galaxy Fit 2 if you're more of a fitness buff and you're out and about, you're doing your thing, you want to track heart rates and your sleep and all those amazing things. But if you're more of a gamer like me, you will probably be more interested in the 3 months Game Pass Ultimate, which is amazing. That means you can stream games to your phone, and you can also get yourself a Bluetooth controller in that bundle as well. So you're getting a ton of great stuff in there. And that's where that 120 hertz refresh display really comes to life for me. So if you guys don't know what I'm talking about when I say refresh rate, basically the screen will refresh at 120 hertz per second, which is twice as fast as what you had on like the S10, for example. So
In it
it
though, in
means
it
your
though.
phone is a lot smoother, and if you're gaming, it's great for that gaming experience. But for example, Ali, you're not a gamer, are you?
No. But as you said though, it's not just for gaming. Like that's the thing you use the most on the phone is the screen. So having a really good display is important, even just for scrolling through like Instagram or watching videos on YouTube or whatever it is you're doing. It's not just like a gamer phone. It will work for everyone, and everyone wants a really good display on something they're going to use all the time, you know?
Yeah, and the display top tier, that 120 hertz is just one element of it. You've got Samsung's Super AMOLED panel in there. You've also got a big, massive 6.5 inch display. So, it's big, but it's still compact. So it's not like, too big of a phone. It's not a tiny phone for a tiny screen. It's, for me, that perfect size as well. So I think it's amazing. But when, we're talking about displays and refresh rates, and they'll take a little bit more. One of the amazing things, and you'll probably agree, Al, since I know we tend to suffer from battery anxiety because we use our phones all the time, is the battery life on this thing is incredible. So in terms of battery specs, you've got a 4,500 milliampere battery, which is one of the biggest Samsung's ever put on any device. So amazing that you're getting a massive battery here. But not only that, you have things like fast charging in there, and you've also got things like wireless charging, which is brilliant. So wireless charging coming to those, little bit cheaper devices, which is brilliant. But also Samsung's wireless power share, which I've used before. I love it. And if you guys don't know what it is, it means you can wirelessly top up other devices with your phone. So big battery, share it with your other products, whether it's your Galaxy Watches or your Galaxy Buds Live, which we actually sell a bundle of. If you want to know the prices, you can find it right down below by clicking on that pre-order link. And you can share it with other phones. So, without about your friend has a wireless charging device, it's run out of battery, then you can actually top that up as well, which is incredible. And as you're saying, Ali, you love being out and about, snapping photos and stuff. So, it would be handy for you. Like photographers, nothing but a camera.
Exactly, and I just think that's such a cool feature as well, because you can share it even if your friends don't have a Samsung device. If it's wireless charged, it can charge it. So it's really, really cool. And also I've had a lot of people kind of ask about swapping over and things like that, because it is a really innovative device, and it's got really great spec in that display as well. And you can literally just swap all your stuff over with Smart Switch, and I don't think a lot of people realise how easy it is to swap between manufacturers now as well.
Yeah, and that's regardless of if you're Android or iOS or something else. Super simple, super easy to bring all your stuff over, which for me is one of the reasons I love Samsung, because it doesn't matter, like it's not a pain to get to or from a Samsung device, just really simple, really easy. It just works really well. So another really great feature that they've got here is 5G. So there's 2 models we've got. We've got the Samsung S20 FE, and then we've also got the Samsung S20 FE 5G. That FE obviously stands for Fan Edition. The 5G stands for 5G, 5th generation of mobile telecommunications network. And that's really exciting as well. Like I keep coming back to gaming, but I love gaming on my device. That low latency, fast download speeds mean that if I am, playing a game on my phone, I don't need to worry about these big downloads that might take forever and eat into my gaming time, because when I'm using that 5G, it just works. When I want to play, I've got that really low latency as well, which is tremendous. So gives you, along with that display, a bit of a competitive advantage. But as you said, Ali, you might like to watch things on your big 6.5 inch display. So 5G would be particularly great for you as well.
Yeah, super fast, especially if you're wanting to download like a film and watch it. It takes like no time at all. It's so quick. So the other thing that I really love about it that I didn't mention earlier is that it's water resistant. So it's an IP68 rating, and as someone that's, as I said, out and about taking pictures, I'm very clumsy and accident prone, and I have dropped my phone a few times into some kind of body of water. So having that kind of water resistancy and just that dust resistancy as well, because for any girls that go and get their nails done, if you think how much dust's actually flying about, and you always have your phone sitting on the table, so there's little things you don't think about that it just has that little kind of like insurance blanket for it as well.
Yeah, it is definitely really, really nice. And if you guys want to go ahead and grab it right now, there's a ton of great stuff. I'm loving it. You can check it out down below. So other things to note as well is if you are interested in those models, we've got the 4G models, which you can get. That's the ones that come in all the different colours. So whether you want that lavender that Ali mentioned, or the mint that I was chatting about, or that lovely orange, like so many different colours, which look amazing. You can grab that. That's on the S20 FE on the 4G model. But if you want that 5G model, that currently comes in black and white. Both are tremendous devices. There is also one minor spec difference between those as well, just to give it that 5G element. The Samsung S20 4G has that Exynos 990 processor, which is the same that we have in the Samsung S20 or the S20 Ultra. So it's definitely a powerhouse when it comes to processing power. And then when you're looking at the Snapdragon 865 on the S20 FE 5G, that's just a different processor to enable that 5G. You might get a little bit of an edge, but punch for punch, they'll be about the same as well, which is amazing. So what one would you go for, Ali? Would you go for the 5G model? Is 5G that important to you, or would you go for that colourful, pretty phone?
I mean, I'm really torn between the two, because I do like my phone to look really nice, but then also I want it to be the fastest. So I think it's going to have to be 5G for me, I think, for that one.
What colour? Black or white?
Yeah, I'm thinking, I've never actually had a black phone, so I'm picking white, but then I've not seen them in person, so maybe that kind of matte black would be really nice as well. I don't know.
Oh, that's a good point. A matte black phone would be lovely. Yeah, the black is really sleek. The white is very, white. But for me, I think I'd probably go for the Cloud Mint still. Like, I love 5G. I think it's amazing. But the Cloud Mint is just like calling my name. I need it. So I'm kind of excited for that. And if you guys are excited too, and you want to get your hands on it, a link in the description will take you to the pre-order page. You can pre-order the device. We've got it on a bunch of different deals. As we mentioned as well, part of that pre-order, you can grab yourself the Samsung Galaxy Fit 2, which is a wearable, which means you can track things like your heart rate, your steps, your sleep, everything you want to know in terms of your health. You can do all that with the Galaxy Fit 2. If you want to, grab yourself a real gaming accessory though, you can grab yourself a Bluetooth controller, and you can also grab yourself 3 months of Game Pass Ultimate, which means you can stream Xbox games to your phone as well. That'll be amazing with the 120 Hz refresh display. That'll be amazing with the 5G as well, or a super fast 4G, because as you know, we're building the UK's fastest 5G network. So big deal there. But also, just to kind of sweeten that deal, it sounds amazing enough, but to add something on top of that, we're also going to give you 6 months half price. So you can get that phone from £79 up front. Full cost, it would be £49. This is for the 4G model. It starts at, but £49 per month, and that is for unlimited calls, text, and data, and that includes unlimited hotspot. But we'll give you half the cost for the first 6 months. So our big deal of 6 months half price applies to this new phone, which isn't even out yet as well. So you can grab it for £24.50 for the first 6 months. And you can still add on things like your Galaxy Buds Live as well, and you can go for the 5G model, and all of that is included. So you can grab, all those and still benefit from 6 months half price, which I love. One of the best deals we've ever done. And you can get that across a range of different devices, and more importantly, the S20 FE, which just now is looking like an absolute steal. But yeah, just to kind of run through some of the specs we never had time to go through, we've got things like the Exynos 990 on the 4G model. If you've got the 5G model, then you get that Snapdragon 865 for processor, along with the 5G element. We've also got 128 gigs of storage in here, 6 gigs of RAM, those amazing triple camera setups on the back that Ali was talking about, and they sound tremendous. Night mode, single take, all the things that Samsung do to their cameras to make them amazing. We've also got that 32 megapixel main camera, the 6.5-inch Super AMOLED display, which has that 120 Hz refresh, the IP68 watt dust resistance, and arguably most importantly, that massive 4,500 milliamp hour battery. So I'm really excited for it. Hopefully you guys are too. If you want it, you need it right now. There's a button down below in the description where you can click on it, get your pre-order deal. But other than that, guys, I hope you enjoyed. Thank you for joining me, Ali.
Thank you for having me.
We'll see you guys soon.
See you later.
In it though, in it though. In it though. Leaks is too rough, in it though. You hear the beat, see the video. Yeah, looking like I spent $1 million. In it though, in it though. Leaks is too rough, in it though. You hear the beat, see the video. Yo, looking like I spent $1 million. In it though, in it though.
In it though, in it though. In it though, in it though. Beats is too rough, in it though. You hear the beat, see the video. Yo, looking like I spent $1 million.